What's the address of your emergency?
704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive.
Shot in the head by somebody else.
What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
Police in the area are on the lookout for a dark-colored sedan. In Grand Junction, Colorado, that is Aaron, a veteran of the U.S. Marine Corps.
And you mean they knew the name of the owner of the registered vehicle in the first 1 minute? Yes, they did.
Okay, if you fail to identify yourself, I'm going to pull you out of this car and detain you for obstruction.
But they have not stopped a dark sedan a few feet away, occupied by white guys.
But you aren't stopping them and questioning them. You stopped me. I am a free American, a veteran Marine who's done 4 deployments to f***ing Iraq. You're not going to come up to me and try to intimidate me. Smile it up. Smile it up, because this is going to be on freaking YouTube and you're going to be famous. Smile it up.
The police are now facing civil litigation.
In the year 2002, I was no-knock raided by the Chief of Police, Michael Moore, of LAPD with an entire SWAT team, twice in the same month. Since that date, I began studying the history of America and constitutional law. I am an autodidactic constitutional law scholar. Over the past couple years, what I've done is I've been able to devise a system, understanding that the police have created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols that they use to arrest you. I've also created a very rigid set of policies, procedures, and protocols for you to follow that gives you back the power when you're forced to interact with these jackboot thug pigs. It has become a tyrannical jackboot thug police state, prison state, death state. I will win the governorship and I will change the policies from the top down. So this video, this man is a veteran. Don't let them separate us by politics. Don't let them do it.
Hello, everybody. I'm David Schuster, and thanks for joining us. All of this began just before dawn on April the 23rd, 2022, with a call to 911.
What's the address of your emergency?
704 Horizon Drive. I heard gunshots outside on Horizon Drive, like within a minute ago.
How many did you hear?
Probably 4 or 5.
Moments later, emergency dispatch received a second call.
I just had a walk-in of a guy who got shot in the head by somebody else.
Aaron was staying at a nearby hotel. His friends were staying at a different hotel just down the street. They had traveled into Colorado for a marksmanship competition. Just a few hours after the street shooting, Aaron went to a gas station convenience store to buy supplies. He then called his friends.
I went to a gas station this morning to grab some stuff, and they were saying there was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There was a shooting at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, so, yeah, at one of the shady hotels or something, I don't know. But yeah, so they have traffic blocked going out on the 70. So we might want to look to see if that's going to impact our route.
Aaron's friends were running late, so he drove back to his hotel to wait for them. En route, he missed a turn, put on a signal near the police activity, and did a U-turn. After a few minutes, his friends said they were ready. Aaron waited in the hotel driveway for them to pass so they could caravan together.
Is that you? Oh, yeah. Keep going.
He followed his friends to a nearby Exxon gas station. Both cars were 4-door sedans with the same dark color. Aaron pulled into a parking spot to wait for his friends. 30 seconds later, he was approached by Grand Junction police officer Tyler Posadas.
Can I help you?
Yeah. You want to roll down your window real quick?
No. What do you need?
I need you to identify yourself.
No, why?
So right there, you pull your trifle down from your visor and using your camera as your Ninja Warrior weapon, you say, I invoke my right, Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. This is how you do this right here. You don't have a back and forth with a jackboot thug pig. You show him the literature. If he says step out of the car, you open up your trifold right here and he says get out of the car. Okay, so I got to get out of the car for officer safety. And he says, hey, put your camera down. You say, I have a right to film cops.
Because
all right.
even the area.
Hold on.
Aaron said hold on so he could start recording the officer's face with a cell phone camera.
Don't worry, this is being recorded as well.
I know, but your recording is a lot easier, or is a lot harder to get versus mine.
Okay, well, can you please roll down your window more?
No.
Talk to you.
No. What do you need?
All right, well, I need to identify you.
No, you do not.
My name is Officer Posadas with the Grand Junction Police Department, all right? And this is my corporal right here. This is Corporal Church.
Okay.
As well.
Okay.
All right, so I need you to identify yourself.
No, that's not how it works. I have rights as an American citizen, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. You have to suspect me of committing an actual crime in order to identify.
There's no qualified immunity in Colorado. Did it change what happened on the streets with this jackboot thug pig and the veteran? Qualified immunity is not, it's barely in the top 10 things that have to change. You should fight against a cop saying he's suspicious of you, he can detain you, which is what you're seeing here, which is why I created the Fifth Amendment trifold and the Fifth Amendment cop card.
Failing to identify is a secondary offense. You have to have an actual charge, or you have to suspect me of committing a crime. You don't have that. You have nothing. I'm not going to identify simply because you see me park and you want to come up and identify me. That's not how it works.
So, okay, so here, I'll clarify some things for you so you understand why I'm coming up and trying to contact you right now.
Okay.
Earlier in the night, there was a shooting that occurred right near the Travelodge.
Okay.
And your car is similar in description, a dark-colored sedan to the suspect vehicle.
Okay.
All right. So you're seen leaving the Travelodge.
Okay.
Information that's where the suspect might have come from.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, but do you have a license plate number? Do you have a description of the person? Do you have anything? No. You do not have articulable suspicion that I've done anything.
I actually do.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
No, you do not. I am not going to identify.
Okay,
No.
if you fail to identify yourself, I'm going to pull you out of this car and detain you for obstruction.
No.
Because right now you're interfering with my investigation.
No. You do. Oh, okay. So you have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed a crime. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
What does the term reasonable, articulable suspicion come from? Where's that term come from? Where do we get that term reasonable, articulable suspicion? Surely he's citing something from the Constitution, isn't he? Surely he's citing something that has weighty foundational properties, right? No. Reasonable, articulable suspicion is a construct of institutional racism created in the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio.
Possible attempted homicide.
Possible attempted homicide.
Yes.
You suspect me, actual me, of committing possible attempted homicide.
Well, your cooperative behavior right now does not help your cause.
No. Being cooperative or uncooperative, I'm not giving up my rights. When you give up your rights, you'll lose your rights eventually. I have rights as a free American. I've done absolutely nothing. I pulled into a gas station because my friends are here, because we're going to...
At this point, Officer Posada tells Corporal Church to talk to Aaron's friends.
Hi guys, how we doing? He's with us.
According to incident reports of the early morning shooting, police were looking for two suspects in a dark sedan, a black man and a white man. But back at Aaron's vehicle, Officer Posada only mentions the race of one.
Excuse me, two people also stated that one of the suspects may be of African American descent.
Okay. Well, it's not me. I've done nothing. I am not going to identify, because you don't have that right to take that right from me. I've done nothing at all.
So if you've done nothing wrong, all you got to do is identify yourself, and then we can
that's not how it works. That's how people lose their rights, because law enforcement is always like, well, if you've done nothing, then...
What does it say here? Rexing dash cam. He has a dash cam that he can now prove on 4/23/2020 at 5:30 p.m. where he was. He has a record because he has an internal dash cam that can prove that he was not a shooter.
Then you shouldn't be afraid. No, that is intimidation factors.
Aaron, I just need your information.
Absolutely not. No.
Aaron's friends matched the description of the white suspect, but police did not hassle them. Furthermore, by this point, according to incident reports, law enforcement knew the name of the black man they were seeking. And within minutes of talking with Aaron's friends and running Aaron's license plate, police confirmed Aaron was not that man. And yet, while police let Aaron's friends go,
I'll be there later.
They kept Aaron on the scene.
You know, what's funny, my buddies that just left, they were also in a dark sedan. A dark sedan, right? But you guys aren't questioning them. Why?
He's being detained. Detainment is a construct of institutional racism created with Terry versus Ohio so that cops could detain Black Panthers and then pat them down. And officer safety is the most important thing. Those are the three tenets of Terry right there. Officer safety, detainment, patting you down. Pat downs now have become what? A POW style of arrest. This stop is not possible without Terry versus Ohio.
Answer me why, please. They were in a dark sedan. The exact same color, actually. The exact same color, and we're going to a competition. You said that one of the suspects was identified as, or may have been identified as a Black American, right? But which means that there might have been a second suspect, right? Was the second suspect white or Mexican, Hispanic, whatever, right? But you aren't stopping them and questioning them. You stop me, and you wonder why motherfuckers have such a difficult time understanding how law enforcement does shit. They were in a dark sedan, dude. A dark, exact same color as mine. And you did not stop them and questioning them. You're doing it to me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Nope. Shut your mouth. I don't want to to you.
Tell me how to talk, all right?
You shut your mother mouth.
Corporal, come up here. It's not working.
The corporal then approached the vehicle.
I'm the absolute last person to ever bring up race about anything, man. I don't ever bring that up. But I find it hard to believe that my buddy's car, dark sedan, exact same color, dark gray, we leave at the exact same time he doesn't get stopped.
Moments later, a Grand Junction police supervisor showed up.
Why are you not cooperative?
Because I don't have to be cooperative with your investigation.
Well, you have to ID yourself.
No, I do not. Please give me your name and your badge number, please.
Well, no, I won't give you that right now.
What do you mean you won't? This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever encountered.
Would you like me to explain the reason I'm asking you for your...
I would like your name and badge number, please, first.
So you don't want me to explain the reason?
I would like your name and badge number first. For the record, name and badge number first.
I am willing to explain to you the reason that I asked these officers to stop you.
Oh my God.
Over an ID. Would you like me to explain that to you?
Please identify yourself.
I'll trade you.
No, that's not how it works. I have a right to not...
I think that's fair.
No, it's not fair. It's the law, man. It's not that hard. You are law enforcement. Huh?
You're disobeying the law. I'm not disobeying the law. You are. I am not disobeying the law.
I'm abiding by the law. You guys are not. Yeah. Smile it up. Smile it up, because this is going to be on freaking YouTube and you're going to be famous. Smile it up.
The police stopped talking to Aaron, and then 10 minutes later...
All right, Mr. Booker, you have a nice day. Good luck at your shooting competition.
Off, man.
Someone in the background. All right, he's all right, Mr. Booker. His name's Aaron Booker. So you mean they ran his license plate when the stop first started? Yes, they did. And you mean they knew the name of the owner of the registered vehicle in the first 1 minute? Yes, they did. So then you mean every single minute after the first minute was nothing but harassment? Yes, it was.
Overall, this encounter lasted 30 minutes. After Aaron Booker hired an attorney who filed a formal complaint and gave notice of a civil lawsuit, the police then conducted an internal review. During that review, Sergeant Steele, the officer who refused to identify and give a badge number, said it was never his intention not to identify himself, despite the policies of the Grand Junction Police and a Colorado state law that requires him to do so. The sergeant said he just forgot. In the wake of the internal affairs investigation, Grand Junction Police Chief Doug Shoemaker entered a finding that all of the allegations against his officers were unfounded, other than Sergeant Steele not identifying. The sergeant received verbal counseling. The internal affairs report concluded that Aaron Booker's driving was highly suspicious and that the police intrusion was less invasive than it could have been. That's right, the police say their officers' actions could have been worse. Aaron Booker is now preparing to sue the Grand Junction Police Department. Legal experts say he has a strong case.
Before I step out, officer, I open the first page of my trifold here. I'm going to let you know that the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver and the 2022 case, it says that I have a right to film police. It's my First Amendment right. Our right to film police falls squarely within the First Amendment purpose to protect free and robust discussion of public affairs, hold government officials accountable, and check abuse of power. Violating the First Amendment on camera removes the cop's qualified immunity. So I will be filming this interaction. I am not armed. I am no threat to you. Your Honor, I'm saying on camera right now that I am not armed. I am no threat to you. I don't want to be put in torture cuffs. I agree to no searches or seizures. I'm going to follow the law. The second part of this says that if you order me out of the car, according to Pennsylvania versus Mims, I do understand that I need to step out of the car. Officer safety, and you can read it or you can just point to it and you can say, don't take the camera out of my hand and don't touch me. This is a traffic stop, not a narcotics bust, not a kidnapping. There's nobody been killed here. You're pulling me over on suspicion. Are we clear?